Hello, people. It's been quite a while since I've recorded or streamed a game, and this time I'm going to record. We've got the furnace humming in the background. If that is a distraction, I'm sorry. But welcome to Riverfront Stadium for tonight's game between Los Angeles and Cincinnati. Los Angeles has won 8 of their last 10. Al Downing gets the start for Los Angeles. He's made 29 starts on the year and is 15 and 12 with an ERA of 2.84. His fourth start against Cincinnati. He's 2 and 1 with a 3.06 ERA. He'll be opposed by Jack Billingham for Cincinnati. He's made 30 starts on the year and is 17 and 9 with an ERA of 3.28. His third start against Los Angeles, and he is 0 and 1 with a 5.56 ERA. Cincinnati catcher Johnny Bench is riding a 15-game hitting streak. It's 70 degrees, wind speed 7 miles per hour, left to right. The big deal about this game is that the Dodgers and Reds are in a battle for first place. It has come down to these final days. Dodgers are sporting a 90 and 60 record. The Reds 91 and 58. It's going to be one heck of a finish to the season. So let's get this game started. Let's play ball. First up for the Dodgers is Davey Lopes. With as played lineups, this is bizarre. The starting lineup for the Dodgers, Davey Lopes leading off, hitting .050. So this is the problem with as played, but it is how I've played the season thus far. So we're going to go with it and let the chips fall where they may. Davey Lopes, pretty exciting player, when he's at his best. On the mound again, Jack Billingham. He looks in for the sign from Johnny Bench. And here's the pitch. Hopefully here's the pitch. And the ball was hit sharply, and a great play. A great diving stab by Perez. And there's one away. Next up, the infamous Bill Buckner, hitting .316 on the season. 5 homers, 32 RBIs, 37 runs scored, 11 stolen bases. So if he gets on, maybe he'll swipe one and get into scoring position. Billingham, again, looking in for the sign from Bench. He winds, and here's the pitch. Buckner hits it on the ground, gloved by Joe Morgan at second. Throw to first for the out. 2 away. Hitting third in the lineup, the left-handed hitting Willie Davis. Hitting .305 with 19 homers, 79 RBIs, 75 runs scored, 23 steals. He loves hitting right-handers, hitting the splits have him at .306 versus righties, 258 versus lefties. So Willie Davis has the advantage here. And now the furnace has subsided from running. Anyway, here's the pitch from Billingham. It's a long, long fly ball. Way back. She gone. Home run, Willie Davis. Number 20 on the season. That one-ups his real-life total. And so the Dodgers go up 1-0 in a very pivotal game, a very important game. And I am struggling for words. This announcing stuff is difficult. Absolutely difficult. But I had this game saved for a while wanted to play it and share it. I've said that before and not broadcasted them, and then just ended up playing them out. But I've talked recently about how um, I think playing alone is not quite what I want. So even though I can't play with someone right now, uh, sharing this game with people will kind of fill that void a little bit, at least. So next up, with two out and a 1-0 lead for the Dodgers, is Tom Paciorek. Now, Tom Paciorek is really tearing the cover off the ball, hitting 400 in his small amount of time played. So in this situation, having a guy that hasn't played much that is in there because of as played, probably, possibly not though. Maybe he was a late season call up. I'm not sure on that, but anyway. So Billingham is a little bit shaken up. Already a 1-0 lead for the Dodgers. The Reds have been sliding a bit. Don't think they were ever up by double digits this season, but they were up comfortably in the National League West. So Billingham looking at Paciorek, tough man at the plate. It's 265 versus right-handers. I believe that the numbers on the bottom for the player cards or whatever is on screen, I believe that actually is only their real life numbers showing. It's not the splits for the replay. But anyway, here's the pitch. 2-1 pitch, and it's popped up, gathered in by, I don't know, I'll just make it up there because I got that, the text just ran by real quickly. I still haven't got that slowed down. I believe it was popped up to Bill Russell or Davey Lopes. Catch is made, and the side is retired. So after half an inning, it's already 1-0 Dodgers. Now, in the bottom half of the inning, here come the Reds. Soon to be Hall of Famer Pete Rose. They removed the restriction from him being put in the Hall of Fame, so I assume at some point he will be in the Hall of Fame. I don't agree with it, but as a player, Charlie Hustle definitely deserved it. If you just look at his stats and whatnot. On the season here, he's hitting .313. 4 homers, 43 RBIs, 99 runs scored with 10 stolen bases. Great on OBP too. So yeah, definitely a table setter here. So let's see if he can get on against Al Downing. Here's the pitch. Ball's hit out to center field. Davis giving chase, gets under it, and makes the catch for the out. One away. Next up is a Hall of Famer already, Joe Morgan. Joe Morgan's had a decent season, but nowhere close to what he did in real life. He's hitting 29 points lower. He has 20 less RBIs and 24 less runs scored. So, excuse me. While his season, hasn't, been like real life, he's still been very productive and is very important to the Reds' chances of winning this game. So Downing looks in the side from Joe Ferguson. Here's the pitch. 1-2. It's popped up. Not sure who was camping under it. And the catch is made, and there's 2 down. Next up in the lineup is Bobby Tolan. The Reds have 2 left-handers in the 2 and 3 spot, despite facing a left-hander. But Tolan hit them well in real life, hitting .318 versus them. On the year, Tolan's got very similar numbers to his real life totals. The average is a little off by about 15 points. So, still a good season, but just like Morgan, the average is a little off. Al Downing looks in for the sign. He gets it, and here's the pitch. And it's hit way back, way back, way back. Buckner looking up. It's gone. Home run. Home run, Bobby Tolan. And we've got a 1-1 tie. Fireworks, fireworks, fireworks going off in this game so far. And that was Bobby Tolan's 8th home run of the year. 336 feet. Oh, just noticed Tolan tweaked a hamstring, but he's staying in the game. I guess he must have heard it on the swing, because he sure as heck didn't have to run around the bases. But we'll keep an eye on that and see if that hinders him in this game. So 1-1 tie. Next up is Hall of Famer Johnny Bench. Now Johnny Bench has improved upon his real life numbers, hitting 286, 16 points higher. He now has 41 homers, one more than real life. An extreme long shot to reach 50. He would have to go bonkers in the last 5 games, needing multiple home run games or close to it. But excuse me. It looks like he's having a really good season. Gets on base, hitting for average, hitting for power. He also is in the running for the National League MVP. That average, boosting that average definitely helps with that. Not a favorite or anything at this point. Great season, but yeah. So down and looking in again for the sign, the pitch. I wish I could come up with something different to say for that situation, that part of calling a game. But anyway, Downing's got to clear his mind, forget about the home run he gave up, and because he's got another guy who can jack it out here. So here's the pitch. 0-2 pitch, and he chased it for strike 3. So 1 run, 1 hit, and we've got a tie ball game after 1. Going to the second, it's Ron Say. Ron Say hitting 409. Limited play this year. Another one of these situations where don't know if it's a September call-up or he just played limited. I would assume it was a September call-up. Anyway, he's having a heck of a season thus far. 9 hits and 22 at bats, driven in 3. He can be K'd though. He's got 5 Ks and 22 at bats. Billingham looks in to bench for the sign, the pitch. 1-0. It's a ground ball to Morgan. He flips it to Billingham covering, and Say is a 1 away. Next up, Willie Crawford. Willie Crawford. Now Willie's hit for the same average basically, but man, a nice increase on the triples. He's got 8 on the season and only 236 bats. He's more than doubled what he had in real life. Also, went into double-digit home runs, 10 on the season. RBIs, he's really been clutch. Increased by 21 over real life. Just a really good season for him. I bet the Dodgers wish they gave him a few more at bats. Actually, maybe full time would have been good. Although he doesn't hit left-handers very well, so that probably limited him in this game. He doesn't have to worry about that though. Billingham looking in for the sign, the pitch. 3-0 count. Poor play by Concepcion. Poor play, but then it's a hit for Crawford, but they looked out from the other people in the press box here are saying he looked out. Okay. So that's poor play number 21 on the season. Concepcion with 49 great plays, though, to offset that. Next up is Joe Ferguson. Joe Ferguson in limited duty hit 292 in real life, but only hitting 167 for the Dodgers. Billingham with the pitch. Hit to second to Morgan. Over the shortstop Concepcion. Throw to first. Double play. So some sexy defense by the Reds. And they get out of the inning. No runs allowed. And so after 1.5 innings, we've got a tie game. Coming up for the Reds in the bottom of the second will be Perez, Menke, and Geronimo. Perez hitting 280 with 29 homers, 98 RBIs. He's improved upon his real-life numbers. Here's the pitch from Al Downing. And that's fair. It rolls to the wall. Perez rounding second and will be held up. A double for Tony Perez, number 31 on the season. And the Reds with a runner in scoring position. And up comes Dennis Menke. Not a great RBI guy, but 55 on the year and 379 at bats, hitting more homers than he did in real life. Kind of a free swinger. I don't really necessarily want to say that, but in the replay, he's been K'd a little bit more than he was in real life in terms of per at bat or whatever. Now, will Menke sacrifice? Big game, every run counts. We'll see. Here's the pitch from Downing. Spurs to bunt. He did. I predicted it. I didn't know they would do that. Big red machine. Surprised that he bunted, but and it worked out. Perez moves to third. And so up comes Geronimo. Hail Caesar. Cesar Geronimo hitting 314 on the season. 6 homers, 32 RBIs. Hitting almost 40 points, 39 points higher than real life. Against lefties, though, only hit 229 in real life. We'll see if Downing pitches to him. I would assume he's going to pitch. And they might bring the infield in. Big game. Everyone counts. I would say he would. Right-hander bat coming up next after. I'm gonna say it's gonna be probably infield in, and they'll try to cut off the run. But I might be wrong. We'll see. Here's the pitch. 1-2, hit shallow, and the catch was made by Crawford. Perez holds up at third. Wow. No tag. Wow. So there's 2 away. And this leaves it up to Dave Concepcion. Now, will he get the bat taken out of his hand? Not that he can hit much. Only hitting, he's hitting below the Mendoza line for the season. Next up after him is the pitcher. So, you're not afraid of Concepcion, really. But, in a big game, again, you don't want to just give away runs. They could put Concepcion on and pitch to a pitcher who this one has no chance of getting a hit. Billingham hitting 38 on the season. So, we'll see what happens here. Downey looks inside for Ferguson. What's the strategy? Here's the pitch. 3-1 count. And the out was made. He got out of the mini jam or whatever you would like to call it. And so we go to the top of the third. And the score is 1-1. Bill Russell coming up to the plate. A decent hitter. On base percentage, overall lacking, but and versus righties not so good. So we'll see what he can get done. Billingham with the pitch. A 1-1 count. Grounds a base hit between short and second. Another bad play, a poor play. I believe it was Concepcion made another one earlier. So Rose picks up the ball, tosses it in, and we get to the next guy out, Al Downing. Al Downing, not much of a hitter. A bunt 8 rating, higher the better. So I expect Downing to bunt in this situation. Here's the pitch from Billingham. Corners come in, bunts down to second for 1 to Morgan at first, not in time. So not a good bunt. 1 away with Downing at first. Lucky it wasn't a double play with the Downing. Oh, excuse me. With Downing, the pitcher, running. Next up is Davy Lopes. So we're back at the top of the order. We're 1 time through. Davy Lopes should not be in this game, although in real life he hit .281 against right-handers. So, he's a top of the order guy, but with this, with the division title being in doubt, in real life they would not have had this lineup. But anyway, here goes Davy Lopes. Trying to get a hit off Billingham. Missed down and in. Wild pitch. Downing to second. So Downing to second, and it's a 3-1 count. 1 out. Billingham looks in for the sign. The pitch. 3-1 offering, and it's hit to the wall. Lopes dives. What? Safe with a double. He dives into second, cleans himself off after it. A double for Davy Lopes. So that less than a buck hitter comes through big, and it's 2-1 Dodgers. Wow, I'm actually quite shocked by that. Tolan couldn't get to it, and Davy Lopes ends up at second. No surprise him lagging it out. Got lots of speed. Next up is Billy Buckner. Billy Buckner 0 for 1 in this game. Here's a pitch from Billingham. And it's a curveball way inside. Wild pitch. Lopes goes to third. So Billy Buckner with a chance to get an insurance run in here. Only 1 out. Only needs a fly ball to the outfield. I just cursed him, so he's going to probably nub it to the catcher, and Lopes will stay at third. So here we go. Let's see what happens. Billingham with the windup, the pitch. Buckner hits it to the right side. Underhand toss to Billingham for the out. Lopes scores, and it's a 3-1 lead for the Dodgers. Boy, oh boy. Pretty soon the Dodgers may unseat the Reds for first place. May very well happen. At the very least, if they win this game, they'll be even in the win column. Next up is Willie Davis. 1 for 1 on the day with a home run. The sign, the pitch. 0-2 rips it. Shallow fly ball. And it's put away for the out. And that's it. So the Dodgers get 2 big runs. A surprising contribution from Davy Lopes. And that 3-1 lead after 3.5. So the Reds are going to want to get back at this game pretty quickly. Billingham is up, though. That's not a good way to start trying to do that. He's hitting .038 for this season. 38 Ks and 79 at bats. So they just basically pray he gets bat on ball. That would be a victory. Although, in real life versus lefties, he hit 200. So Downing looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. 2-2, swing and a miss. Downing gets the K. Down goes Billingham. 1 away. Now back to the top of the order. Second at bat for Pete Rose. Hitting 322. He hit 322, sorry, versus left-handers in real life. He's going to want to come up with a big hit here. The Reds need to really... boy, if they lose the division after leading for so long. I mean, I'm not even sure. I didn't check it. I should have made my cheat sheet. I definitely would recommend that to others for broadcasts. Different things to refer to. I never take my own advice, though. Jeez, Lord. But Pete Rose and the Reds... let's just talk about the Reds here. The Reds... pardon me. I think the Reds might have been leading pretty much the whole season. Don't hold me to that, but I believe so. So anyway, Downey looks in to Joe Ferguson. Here's the pitch. And it's a ground ball to Paciorek at first. Steps on the bag for the out. 2 away. Joe Morgan up. Joe Morgan looking to create some excitement. Definitely a guy that can do it. Hell, he could hit it inside the Parker and get this thing down to a 1-run game. Downey looks into Ferguson for the sign. Here's the pitch. What? Morgan was trying to bunt to get on with 2 out. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. With him, I don't really have a problem with it. I mean, he's extremely fast. There are players that I even use in this baseball game where I bunt every time. With 1972 replay, I play as the Pirates and the A's. I manage them. And with Campaneris, when he's facing right-handers, I've started pretty much at the point where the majority of the time I try to go for a bunt single. And it's actually worked out pretty well. Insane, but it reminds me of the days of Micro League, actually, where I would abuse the AI, where, or just something with the game where you could basically get bunt singles with Omar Moreno and a few others. But anyway, Joe Morgan tried for the bunt hit, and Say let it roll foul. So we've got a 2-strike count, 2 out. Al Downing with the pitch, deep fly ball to Buckner, and it's put away for the out. And so no runs, and we go to the top of the 4th with a 3-1 lead for the Dodgers. Billingham coming out for the 4th inning. His line so far is 3 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, 1 homer, no walks, no Ks. Hitting in cleanup today is Tom Paciorek. Billingham looking in for the sign from Johnny Bench. Here's the pitch. 1-2. He rips it to center, and Tolan can't get to it. It falls in. Tom Paciorek with a base hit. And next up is the Penguin, Ron Say. Ron Say, let's see here. Ron Say 0 for 1. 0 for 1 and hitting in the 5 spot. For the Dodgers, you've got 5 guys who have less than 100 bats in the lineup. Again, as played, a bit weird. Something that I picked up, I believe, from Ron Juckett. No, I'm not. I did, basically, when I came out of the hobby, I saw his channel, watched his games, and as played was mentioned there. I'm not blaming Ron for me sticking with it. I didn't have to do that, but just saying, I never knew anything of it. I never did that when I played Micro League long ago. I never thought about, anything but making my own lineups, As a manager, you want, usually as much control as possible. Honestly, I don't know why I stick with playing as played. I think it's just that you get used to a habit, so. But anyway, the Penguin waiting on the pitch from Billingham. Here it is. 1-0 pitch. It's popped up. Concepcion at short calls off everybody. Calls off everybody again. Waves them off, and finally it comes down and he makes the catch. 1 away. Next up is Willie Crawford. Willie Crawford 1 for 1 in the game. Billingham with the pitch. And he hits it towards right. Cesar Geronimo under it, making the catch. Pachora calls up at first. 2 away. So we're down near the bottom of the order. Kind of wondering if Pachoric will go. He's only a, what would you call it, a mid-speed guy, 60% stolen base chance. I don't know. I'm thinking like, the thought is that I think they might, with the bottom line, you don't expect to get many hits, so I'm thinking they might try to create something here. Joe Ferguson, not much of a batter. In real life, I mean, he did good in his short amount of time, but on the season, in the replay, he's not hitting much. So I'm looking for a hit and run here. Billingham looks for the sign from bench. The pitch. Oh, nothing going. So, Billingham was thinking like I was. And they had the pitch out. And nothing going. So, Billingham with the next pitch. It's a line shot down the line. Geronimo goes for it in the corner. Ferguson rounds first, goes into second with a double. Pachoric scores, and it's 4-1. This is starting to get not ugly, but it's headed there. 4-1, and we're only in the fourth. Dodgers have 6 hits already. Boy, oh boy, things are getting tougher for the Reds. Will they choke it away? Will they choke it away even with the Dodgers putting out questionable lineups? I noticed up to this point, by the way, that when I looked at the Reds lineups, I think there was one game where they took bench out or something, and I remember posting it on Facebook, and I was saying, well, this is an example of a bad as-played lineup. And maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but I think I might have. Yeah, the Reds, for the most part, through this stretch drive, they've had the full, they put their best lineup out there. So, if the Dodgers win this, it'll be amazing. They got the pitching, the hitting's always questionable. They basically have Davis, who's having a monster year, and then everybody else kind of. Pardon me with the cough. Been feeling a little sick, so really a funny time for me to try and call a game being sick. But yeah. Anyway, wanted to share this one with people. Wanted to share my replay. There's some big games coming up to finish out the season. As for my teams that I manage, they both have clinched their divisions. The Pittsburgh Pirates clinched the National League East a long time ago, and the Oakland A's did too. So I'm looking forward to one day playing the playoff games. I'm not sure when, but so yeah. Anyway, Bill Russell up at the plate. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Runner on second. I would expect in this situation, Billingham. You know what? I would have basically put him on if I was like managing this. But we'll see what happens. Billingham with the pitch, 2-2 count, strike 3. So he gets Russell out, gets out of the inning. Only 1 run allowed. Game's still, reasonably close. 4-1, going to the bottom of the fourth. Now, can the Reds, get something done here? Bobby Tolan, good guy to have leading off the inning. 43 steals on the season. So will the big red machine get going? We will see. Al Downing with the pitch. 0-2 split finger. Tolan hits a blooper to right center, and it drops in. Willie Davis couldn't get to it despite his 10 fielding. Just an amazing center fielder. But it's a hit. Ball's tossed back in. Now you got Tolan on first, Bobby Tolan, with a 9 speed and an 82% chance to steal. Ferguson behind the plate. He can't throw anybody out. Arm 1. Good luck with that. Tolan has to be going. When I see 82% or 80% or higher, I always send them. The computer manager generally is pretty good, but he doesn't set them every time. When I manage, they go every time when I see the 80%. So Downing looks in. Oh my goodness! I don't know if I already said it, but Johnny Bench is up. Johnny Bench definitely can change this game, bring it to within 1 run. Here's the pitch from Downing. Pitch. Oh my! Are you kidding? Bobby Tolan takes off, and he's thrown out by the. I should have known by saying it, but the one arm, the poorly rated one arm Joe Ferguson throws out Bobby Tolan, and that's 1 away. Absolutely crazy. I jinxed him. I jinxed Bobby Tolan. Anyway, Downey looks in the sign for Ferguson. Here's the pitch. Bouncing ball to the right. Long through to first for the out. 2 away. And next up is Tony Perez. Now, Tony Perez, I don't know if I already said it, but he's hit 29 homers on the season. 8 more than real life. Just a heck of a player. You can whiff him though. Downing's capable of that too. Perez 1 for 1 on the day with a double. Here's the pitch. And it's a fly ball to center. Put away for the out. And that's the end of the inning. So what started out as promising, thinking that Tolan, could steal a base and get things going. And nope. It was all shut down by a one-armed catcher. A 1-rated armed catcher. So we go to the top of the 5th with the score 4-1. And here is Al Downing. I don't think they're going to pinch hit for him. And I don't know why I even brought that up. I mean, I'm already thinking that... why would I even say that? Al Downing is dominating the Reds. I've got things backward in my head right now. So anyway, here's the pitch from Jack Billingham. Hit to Concepcion. Easy play. Throw to first. Out. 1 away. Davey Lopes. 1 for 2 in the game with a double. RBI and a run scored. Davey Lopes. Pitch from Billingham. 0-1 count. Hit to Morgan. Easy play. Throw to first. 2 away. Next up is Billy Buckner. 0 for 2 on the day with an RBI, though. Billingham looks for the sign from bench. The pitch. And it's drilled between first and second. A hit. Hit into right field. Geronimo fires it back in. So we got Buckner on first. 2 outs. 7-rated runner. 27% chance to steal. I still think that he might go. They might try a hit and run too. Willie Davis is a good player to do the hit and run with. Rated an 8. Although Willie Davis has that 20 home runs, so not sure. Billingham with the pitch. Ooh, and Billingham fires to first. Buckner back. So Billingham was thinking Buckner could go. Or just trying to keep him close, I guess. Billingham with the next pitch. 0-2, shallow fly ball. Tolan makes the Tolan makes the play. And we go to the bottom of the 5th with the score. Dodgers 4, Reds 1. Leading off for the Reds, Dennis Menke. 230 hitter basically from both sides of the plate. Got a little bit of pop. So we'll see if he can jack one out of here. And cut the score in half, I guess it would be. And the furnace has come back on. I don't know what's more interesting, the furnace noise or me. I really am wishing I had that cheat sheet. I got 4 more innings to call, and you know, some of you people out there that broadcast, not all, not many, bring things up, but the color side of broadcasting, knowing things about the player, the players that that are in the game. I really don't hold on to information anymore. And I'm playing 1972. I was born in 1972. I didn't see many of these guys play. Billy Buckner in the lineup here I've seen play. Some of these guys I might have seen play and not realized it. I think that's Tom Paciorek. I believe I saw him play. There's a few. There's a few here that I've, Ron Say. I'm sure I've seen him play. But there, quite a few that I haven't. Pete Rose. But yeah, I'll tell you, I wish I would listen to my own advice. Mentioned it earlier. Cheat sheet with facts on it. So I apologize if this broadcast is a little not up to par. But hey, it's a low budget. I can't even hire a color man. But hopefully one day when I hit the lottery, I'll hire one. So up at the plate is Dennis Menke. Al Downey looks in for the sign from Ferguson. And here's the pitch. 2-2. And it's hit sinking. And Buckner gets to it and makes the play. And there's one away. Next up is Hail Caesar. Geronimo 0 for 1 on the day. The pitch from Downing. 1-1. Geronimo swings. 1 hop to Russell. At short. 2 Paciorek at first for the out. 2 away. What might be the final out of the inning here. Dave Concepcion still hitting below the Mendoza line. A player that I just... There are players, honestly, old-time shortstops, I just can't stand them. Low on-base percentages. I guess not every old-time shortstop, but a lot of the ones I've looked at when I played replays, there's just certain guys, man. No power, no walks. Often they have a bit of speed, but yeah, I Dave Concepcion, it's funny because some of these guys, they're playing in an important spot, and they're in the league for a long time, and there's a reason they stayed. It's probably their defense. But yeah, just the light hitting. I mean, if I could have it my way, I would have a 40 home run guy at shortstop. I don't mind sacrificing defense for offense. In terms of like early in the game. Late in the game, that's changed over time. With my replays, I used to like the pad stats. Nowadays, I just, at times I bring in the defensive replacements. So, maybe I've learned something. I don't know. But yeah, Dave Concepcion posing as, is it Mario Mendoza? I think that's who the Mendoza line is about. 1 second here, I've got to adjust my glasses. A broken arm, which thankfully I'll be replacing tomorrow. Ordered a glasses kit. These fell apart a while ago. But anyway, here we go. Concepcion up the plate. The pitch. 1-1 hard grounder. Oh boy, hard grounder to, I'm not sure who, but it was put away for the out. And so no runs, and we go to the top of the 6th with the scores 4-1. The Reds haven't scored since the first. And now we get into the innings where, Captain Hook, I believe it was Captain Hook. Oh yeah, 72. I believe, Sparky Anderson. I believe Captain Hook. People don't know who that is. Sparky Anderson, Captain Hook. He loved his bullpen, and that carried over when he managed the Tigers. So with Jack Billingham having given up 7 hits in 5 innings, I could see him going to the bullpen early. The score is 4-1 too. So Tom Paciorek up 1 for 2 with a run score. Here's the pitch from Billingham, and it's popped up. It's popped up. The heck? The description said it was popped up. It's a home run. Forget about popped up. Maybe the player read it as a pop-up? Anyway, home run number 2 for Tom Paciorek, the surprise DH hitter. Did I say home run number 2? I'll say it again. Home run number 2 in the season. 2 homers in only 28 bats. He's having a good day. And he's having a good day when they needed him to have a good day. Big game here at Riverfront Stadium, battling for first in the American League West. If I said East earlier, I'm sorry. It's the American League West. I don't remember, but I might have said East. Oh my goodness. The home run was hit 335 feet, so it just snuck over the wall. Maybe that was it. Again, got the description running too fast, but I guess it just barely got over the wall. But that's all that matters. Just get it over the dang wall. And now the score is 5-1 Dodgers. 5-1 Dodgers, and next up is the Penguin. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Jack Billingham with the pitch. Oh. And I was about to say, well, I kind of already hinted at it, but the game is set to have starters pulled if they give up 5 earned runs. And Sparky Anderson, wasting no time here, goes to Dave Tomlin. Dave Tomlin coming into the game now for Cincinnati. He is 0-0 on the season, no saves. 6 2/3 innings, 12 hits, 3 homers, 2 walks, 3 Ks. Sporting a 6.75 ERA. He's been hit pretty hard, and he's given up the long ball. Not sure why they're going to Dave Tomlin. What a shocker! I'm complaining about computer decision making. I mean, are the Reds already giving up on this game? Maybe saving their arms, their best bullpen arms, for more important games the rest of the way. There's only a few left. But anyway, Tomlin comes into the game. Ron Say at the plate, 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. And it's a 3-1 count. Ball down low. Tomlin issues the walk, and here we go. Is this game going to get out of hand? You know what? I don't know, but with this light-hitting Dodgers lineup, I guess not. Lefty on lefty here with Tomlin and Crawford. Here's the pitch. No pitch. The Dodgers are going to go to the bench, and they're bringing in Steve Garvey. And I didn't have time to really introduce Steve Garvey. Steve Garvey, 9 homers, 42 RBIs on the season, and only 285 bats in 263. And he lines a base hit up the middle, Say to second, and he holds. And so 2 runners on. Tomlin I don't understand them bringing him in. What makes it worse is he was facing right-handers both times. He allows 4.62 average to right-handers. If he was facing the left-handers, it would have been understandable. He limited them to 250. And he's a left-handed pitcher. So anyway, we go on with this. Joe Ferguson hitting 375 versus left-handers. Oh, great. Dave's going to probably give up another hit. So here's the pitch. He swings, he hits a hard grounder, custom double play ball. He throws the second for one, but there will be no throw to first. So they botch the double play. Runners on the corners. And up next is Bill Russell. Bill Russell hitting 331. He hit 331 in the real life versus lefties. I wonder if they're going to keep Tomlin in there or go to someone else. Also, Downing's coming up, the pitcher. You might want to put him on and do things that way. Maybe you strike out Downing and then strike out Lopes, is not hitting under a buck. Although I think Lopes has a hit in this game, or two. So yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to do here. I would, if it was me, I would intentionally walk him. But let's see what the computer manager does. Tomlin looks in for the sign from bench. Johnny gives him it, and Dave delivers. And 1-1 pitch, and it's popped in the air straight back out of play. So he was on it, but just missed it. So he was going to launch that sucker. I'm surprised. Dodger fans disappointed. That would have been game. That would have definitely been game over. Could have been 8-1. So Tomlin, thankful to have Bill Russell miss on that one. Here's the pitch, 1-2. It's a blooper between third and second, and Say scores. Ferguson to second, and he holds. So Bill Russell comes through. Bad managing by the Dodgers. I kind of called it. No reason to pitch to him there. So next up is Al Downing. Al Downing has 7 hits on the season. He had 8 in real life. Generally doesn't put bat on ball though. Will we see Downing move the runners over to second, third? It'd be 2 out with that, but you might see that. So here's the pitch from Tomlin. They're expecting a bunt. No, it was hit out to Morgan, and he turns the double play. So they limit the damage. I'd hardly say limit, because 2 runs is too many, and we've got a 6-1 game. It doesn't look good for the Reds right now, but hey, at least they've got the bats to try and make a comeback. Up now for them though. Yeah, the bats to try and make a comeback, but Julian Javier is up. 221, 2 homers, 9 RBIs, 95 at bats. Yeah. Going into left field, by the way, for the Dodgers is Manny Mota. Not the greatest defensive replacement. I'm not sure why they did that. And anyway, here's the pitch from Downing. And it's hit deep. It's hit far. It is gone. Of all things. So I go and knock Julian Javier. And he does something big. I think I did that earlier with Lopes. So, you know what? I better not badmouth anyone anymore. They might end up in the booth strangling me. Julian Javier with a big home run. Makes it 6-2. So, they got it to where a grand slam will tie the game. Not promising, though, to get a grand slam this game. Al Downing has gone 5 innings, only giving up 4 hits. 2 long balls, no walks, 2 Ks. So next up is Pete Rose, 0 for 2. Downing with the pitch, 2-0, and it's hit to deep center on the track. Davis waiting, makes the catch, and he retires. Pete Rose, 1 away. Joe Morgan up to bat, 0 for 2 on the day. Hitting .316 versus lefties. 6-2 score, 1 away. Here's the pitch from Al Downing. 2-2. Ball is hit to second. Lopes goes to his right, gathers it in, throws to first to retire Morgan. And 2 away. Bobby Tolan having a really good day. 2 for 2. A homer, RBI. Run scored. Another lefty facing Al Downing. But a capable batter, a lefty that hits lefties. So yeah, the Reds didn't mind having those 2 guys up there. Here's the pitch from Downing. And it's hit out to Bill Russell. Bill Russell gets the ball, scoops it up, and he throws it into the stands. E6. Error number 34 on the season for Bill Russell. And so that's the kind of play that the Reds needed. They needed a break to get back in this. And now Johnny Bench is up with a chance to make it a 2-run ball game. Al Downing with the pitch. And he swings. It's hit deep. It's hit long. It's gone. Home run number 42 for Johnny Bench. I think way earlier I was talking about Johnny Bench with an extreme, way long shot of getting to 50. He's trying to win the MVP. 42 with, I believe, 5 games left. Don't think so, but if anyone has a shot at it, he can do it. Johnny Bench with his 42nd home run, 385 feet. And now we have a 6-4 ball game. So the Reds are right back in this. With that home run, by the way, Bench has hit safely in 16 straight games. Now, will the Dodgers, I would assume they've got someone warming up. So coming up for the Reds is Tony Perez, then the pitcher spot, and then Geronimo. Anyway, Perez is up 1 for 2 with a double. He hits 297 versus lefties. Here's the pitch from Al Downing. 1-2, and it's hit deep. It's hit a long way. Moda's going back, and he misses it. It's off the wall. Perez is rounding second. He's going for third, and he's safe. Triple number 6 on the season for Tony Perez. Surprising to see him get triples, but yeah. So he's in at third. Things are coming undone for the Dodgers. 2 away, and we have the pitcher Dave Tallman up at the plate. They're definitely pinch hitting for him. Let's see who they're going to pick to come up. It's going to be Hal McRae. Hal McRae that I know of Royals royalty, I guess you would say. And here's the 0-2 pitch, and Downing strikes him out in a big spot. So McRae wasn't able to tell you, but he had 4 homers and 131 at bats, 18 RBIs, 237 on the season. I thought it was a good spot for him. I don't have any problem with what the manager did, but he strikes out. Al Downing comes up with the big K, and we go to the top of the 7th with the score: Dodgers 6, Reds 4. We're in Riverfront Stadium. Stadium effects today: minus 3% left-handed batters, plus 13% for home runs, minus 8% right-handed batters, and minus 19% for home runs overall. The weather, 62 degrees, clear, and the winds are calm. So, yeah. Oh boy, and it's September 29th. No, it's not. It's November. No, yes it is. It's September 29th. September 29th in Fantasyland. Excuse me. Davey Lopes, the surprise leadoff hitter in the game. He's 1 for 3 with a double, an RBI, and a run scored. Now, who's coming in for the Reds, they got a lot of good choices in the bullpen. Without even seeing the bullpen and seeing, you know what? I think they have Pedro Borbon. Let's see if he comes in. Yep, I was right. Nice guess. Pedro Borbon is now pitching for Cincinnati. He's 6-5 with 7 saves on the season, 2.79 ERA, 87 innings pitched, 95 hits allowed, 5 homers, 29 walks, 27 Ks. So he handles both lefties and righties at a 250 clip, basically. Low OBP for batters against them. Surprised that he's given up more hits than innings pitched. I noticed that before this game even. But, there will be anomalies, and I don't know what else you'd call them, but during a season. But, yeah, Borbon must have got hit hard, and probably in one game. Relievers have that happen to them, and it inflates things. But he's having a really good season, and may have a really good season for a pennant-winning team. So we got the game is score. Oh my gosh, I'm getting tired. So we got the score is Dodgers 6, Reds 4. Borbon with the pitch to Lopes, hits the ground to Morgan. Morgan goes to his left, fields it, throws to first, and Lopes is retired. 1 away. Next up, Billy Buckner. Billy Buckner is 1 for 3 with an RBI. Versus righties, he's hitting 320, or he hit 323 in real life, so he's got the lefty-righty advantage right now. And here's the pitch from Borbon. It's a grounder. Grounder to what? Yeah, grounder to Julian Javier, and he throws it into the dugout. That's the second throw we've seen by somebody throwing the ball into the dugout. Maybe the first was Concepcion, I'm not sure. Got a very poor memory. But Julian Javier, yeah, not much of a... Oh boy, not a very good defensive player on the season at third base. 30 games, 44 assists, 7 errors, 4 double plays, 3 great plays, 5 poor plays. -2 for runs saved. 889 fielding percentage. Ouch. So, the 36-year-old, okay, that might explain some of it. But with a big error, the Reds just got back into the game. They didn't need this. Buckner's on second, and now Willie Davis is up. With 1 out, I wonder if they'll walk Davis and then set up the double play with Pachorik up next. Although Pachorik's hit well in this game. Here's the pitch from Borbon. No, there is no pitch. So I was right. They set up the double play. First and second. Davis at first. Buckner at second. And up is Pachorik. Pachorik with the big game. A homer. 2 hits in the game. Will he... you know what? They need some insurance. This game's gotten close. So, Pachorik needs to keep this thing going. Here's the pitch from Borbon. And it's a shallow fly. And... he dives, and Tolan with the web gem. He puts it away, and a great play. Number 27 on the season. 18 runs saved on the season. Wow. So a great diving play, and even with the dive, Buckner is held at second, Davis held at first. And there's 2 outs now, and up comes the Penguin. Penguin 0 for 2 with a run scored and a walk. They need a big hit from him, and versus righties. He's a righty hitter, but he's hit versus righties that year. He hit 296 in limited time, but he hit them very well. So, Borbon's got to be worried here a little bit. Here's the pitch. And it goes back to the pitcher's mound. Hits softly back to the pitcher's mound, but it's off Borbon's glove. Say is safe at first. Borbon given the error, his 5th of the season. And now we've got the bases loaded. Bases loaded in the top of the 7th. Oh my gosh. So Captain Hook, I don't know. It's righty on righty here, but it's Manny Mota. Manny Mota, a good, I believe, at times a good utility guy, but just a hell of a hitter, pinch hitter, I believe. See, you know what? If I'm wrong on that, you can correct me. But in the correct me on it. But yeah, Manny Mota, my goodness. Uh, yeah, I'm starting to get where I'm forgetting what I said. But Manny Mota, good contact hitter. 339 on the season, 323 in real life. He's almost doubled his home run total in the replay. So this is a key moment in the game. Bourbon looks in for the sign from bench. The pitch. And it's a 1-2 pitch, and it's smashed. But it was caught by, I believe, Bill Russell. And the inning is over. Wow. So a huge out there. Bourbon gets them out of the inning. Holy gosh, excuse me. The Reds still in the game, making that comeback. It is 6-4, and now they have their shot to try and draw even late in this game here in the 7th. Geronimo up at the plate, only hit 229 versus left-handers in real life. Downing the left-hander, looks in for sign. Here's the pitch. 0-2, hit on the ground, back to Downey, throws the first, one away. The shortstop, Dave Concepcion, is up next. Mr. Mendoza, line hitter. I would assume at this point, in fact, I mean, they've got someone else to play. I don't know if it was Cheney or I can't remember. But they should pinch hit. This is not a time to, have Dave Concepcion continue to just be out there and get out. So let's see what happens here. Now they're going to let Concepcion hit, and he strikes out. The K for Al Downing, his 4th of the game. And let's go over that pitching line for Al Downing. Well, I looked at it there. 6.2 innings pitched, 6 2/3, 6 hits allowed, 3 homers, 4 Ks, no walks. That's really helped him. No walks in this game. Not sure if the mic just picked it up, but the ankle's cracking, so. Jeez Lord, I'm falling apart. Falling apart like the Dodgers are. They may blow this game. So next up is Julian Javier. Julian Javier, who shocked me when he came up and hit that home run. 1 for 1, a homer, RBI, and a run scored. Will he make it 2 for 2 with 2 homers? Here's a pitch from Downing. Our grounder. And it's played and thrown to first, and that's the end of the inning. So no runs, and we head to the top of the 8th with the score 6-4. Bourbon, oh God, Bourbon, oh my gosh, I'm running out of gas. Pedro Bourbon. So Pedro Bourbon is showing, still on the mound. 22 pitches, 1 inning pitched, and a walk. Joe Ferguson is up. I don't think they're going to pinch hit for him, but even though he's righty. Bourbon with the pitch, and it's hit. Tolan comes in and makes the catch. 1 away. Next up, Bill Russell. Bill Russell 2 for 3 in RBI, 1 K. Both hits, I believe, were against the left-hander. I could be wrong. The left-handed starter. They could go with a pinch hitter. Bill Russell only hitting 244 versus righties. We'll see here. Bourbon looks in for the sign from bench. The pitch. 1-0, and it's a blooper up the middle. Base hit Bill Russell. So, Bill Russell 3 for 4 on the day. 3 for 4 with an RBI. Pretty good game. Yeah, with a 2-hit game, I don't know why I was saying they would take him out. My goodness. Yeah, I'm starting now. I don't know. Hey, doggy, be quiet. So we've got a disturbance in the stands. Doggy next door is making some noise. So let's attend to that. Okay, security's dealt with Doggo. He's now, I think, been brought back inside there. So now, 6-4 game, 1 out. Bill Russell on first, and now it's Al Downing. And I mean, it's the 8th inning, man. It's time for a pinch hitter. Guaranteed they're going to, right? What? They did not. Wow. A fly ball to Tolan. I don't like that. How do you not bring in a pinch hitter at that point? In one of the biggest games, the biggest game to this point for the season. I mean, they are up 6-4. Yeah. I mean, I think I must have. I was thinking that they're down, but they're up 6-4, so yeah, keep the guy in who's pitching well. But yeah, we'll see if that burns them. Bourbon now facing Davey Lopes, 1 for 4 with a double. And it's a line drive to Perez, and that's it. So there was only 1 hit, no runs in the inning, no errors. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Al Downing seems strong. That's at least what it's telling me on the screen. It's usually a warning. Al Downing at 99 pitches. 7 innings pitched, 6 hits, 3 homers allowed, 0 walks, 4 Ks. The Reds are back up to the top of the order. They can make some hay here. Pete Rose, 0 for 3 though, on the day. Steve Yeager's coming in as a defensive replacement for Joe Ferguson. Yeager an 8, which the highest rating is 10. So Yeager, pretty good defensive catcher. Definitely an upgrade over Ferguson. Arm only a 5, but better than a 1, although Ferguson threw out a runner in this game. So Al Downing looks in for the sign from Yeager. Here comes the pitch. 3-1, curveball. Rose checks his swing. Ump says no swing, free pass. So, yeah, my concerns with Downing, I would have went with a pinch hitter last inning. I know he's pitching well, but it was 4 runs allowed. I just, I get this feeling that he could give this up. Next up is Joe Morgan, 0 for 3. He's definitely due. He hits .316 versus left-handers. I mentioned that, I think, multiple times in this game. But, it's interesting to have, guys that can, lefties that can hit lefties is cool. You got Morgan and Tolan, both like that coming up. It's the heart of the order. Al Downing with the pitch. 2-0. Morgan hits it to Lopes. He steps on second. There's no throw to first. So 1 away. Morgan a 9 at first. 9 for speed. 77% chance to steal. I don't think they even have to have him going. You've got the best bats coming up. I wouldn't even mess around. So next up, Bobby Tolan, 2 for 3 with a homer. An RBI, 2 runs scored. Yeah, definitely no reason to mess around right now. By the way, though, Al Downing giving up 3 homers in 1 game. I know it's the Big Red Machine. I get it. But on the year, only giving up 16 homers in 210 innings. Real life only gave up 13 homers in 202 innings. So it's been a rough day in terms of the home runs allowed for Al Downing. Will he give up a 4th? That's quite a bit. So, pardon me. Here's the pitch from Al Downing. 2-0 count. Grounder near second But Lopes throws to first. Morgan gets in at second. Runner in scoring position, and it's oh my lord, Johnny Bench. Now, will the Dodgers bring in a right-hander to face Bench? Will they even pitch to Bench? If they walk him, intentionally walk him, they'll have to face Tony Perez, which isn't a real treat either. I mean, they could go crazy and walk both of them, and then the pitcher spot comes up, and then the Reds will have to go to some sort of pinch hitter. I don't quite remember all who's on their bench, but it would probably be better than facing Bench or Perez. So let's see if they pitch. Let's see what they do. Like, there's a lot of options here. But anyway, Johnny Bench looking for the MVP award for the National League. Boy, if he hits this out, that would help his cause. That one little bit more. Here's the pitch from Al Downing. And it's in the dirt. Yeager misplayed it. Morgan holds up at second. Yeager comes in as a defensive replacement and misplays it. Boy, oh boy. Things are starting to, again, get a little shaky for the Reds. So, next pitch from Al Downing to Bench. 3-1. Oh my goodness. Ball is hit at third. Off saves glove. Bench is safe. That's an error. 8-5. Error number 2 on Ron Say on the season in only 6 games. Oh boy. So we've got runners on the corners, 2 out. And Tony Perez. Wow. Wow. And Downing is still in there. Oh, wow. Man, this is, again, hard to call a game without my cheat sheets. Man, I wish. Oh, man, let me take a look at their bullpen. Yeah, they got some good arms in there. I mean, I thought so. I just didn't know the names. But Jim Brewer, Paranoski, Reichert. I mean, let's just, I mean, they have no reason to not bring someone in here. But they, there's no reason to not trust Downing. 15-12 on the season with a 2.82 ERA. Done much better than real life. He was only 9-9 in real life. Wow, I would put Perez on, though. I would put Perez on, and I guess they wouldn't want to put the tying run in scoring position. Perez is, a bit of a free swinger. So maybe, it's baseball. It's tough. There's tough decisions to be made. Here we go. Here's the pitch from Al Downing. 2-2 pitch, and he strikes him out. Got the K, the special K. And we go to the top of the 9th. The score, Dodgers 6, Reds 4. Dodgers looking for a little bit more insurance. Pedro Bourbon on the mound. 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 walk. Billy Buckner, 1 for 4 with an RBI. Here's the pitch. 1-2, smashed on the ground to the right side. Morgan makes the easy play and throws him out. 1 away. Willie Davis up next. Willie. Dodgers wish it was Willie Mays and not Willie Davis. But, hey, Willie Davis ain't bad. Willie Davis, 1 for 3 with a homer, actually. Gosh, here I slight him. So the last time a couple times I've slighted players in this game, they've done well. They've gone and gotten a hit. Will Willie Davis jack one out of here to give the Dodgers a little more, cushion there. Make it a 3-run game. Bourbon with the pitch. 2-1, and it's a fly ball to right. Geronimo under it. Makes the catch, and it's 2 away. Next up, Tom Paciorek, a ringer. That's what I refer to them as. Those players, boy, if you were doing a non-as played, Tom Paciorek. Yeah. This is not really a ringer card, but the way he's playing, he's acting like a ringer. He's 2 for 4 today with a homer and RBI and 2 runs scored. 414 on the season. Here's the pitch from Bourbon. Oh, what? Oh, wow. They're bringing in Wes Parker. Now, I believe Wes Parker's a switch hitter, so they're trying to get that advantage. But Pachorik ugh, Pachorik has had such a good day. Why would you be doing this? So here we go, and the pitch, 2-2 count. Hit to second, hit to first actually, and scooped up, and the out is made. Side retired. So that was some questionable managing there. Don't really like it, but with a 6-4 lead, I guess, just let it go. Now we are in the bottom of the ninth in a big game. Dodgers trying to match the Reds' win total, and in these last days, hopefully catch them to win the division title. Now it's saying Downing may be out of gas. 121 pitches. That's a lot these days. He wouldn't even get close to getting 121 pitches. 121 pitches, out of gas. No reason to not replace him. Bourbon is listed as the hitter, but we know he's going to be replaced, followed by Geronimo and Concepcion. I would think that two of the three aren't gonna face whoever pitches. So here we go. So Wes Parker, is it Wes? Yeah, I think it's Wes. Goes in at first base, so defensive replacement. I mean, you could have waited on that, but a 10 with a 997 fielding percentage, outstanding. A good move, for the defensive replacement. Shouldn't have been pinch hitting though. So Downing looks in. Yeah, and there's the expected pinch hitter. It's George Foster. George Foster the pinch hit. And he pops it up. Pops it up to second. Lopes takes it. Catches it, and puts it away for the out. And we got one away. George Foster was hitting 104 on the season. 9 RBIs and 115 at-bats, no homers. Somehow I'm thinking there were better choices on the bench, but whatever. And here is Cesar Geronimo, 0 for 3 and only hitting 229 versus lefties. This kind of guy, if there's, 310 on the season though. So I think they're probably going to let him hit. I wouldn't, but here's a pitch from Al Downing. 2-2, strike 3, 2 away. Third inning. Oh my God. So the third batter of the inning, and it's Mr. Mendoza line. Dave Concepcion. Please tell me they're going to pinch hit for him. Downing's still in there. He's now in the red. He is definitely tired. Definitely gassed. But they're going to try and let him finish. I don't have a problem with this. No runners on. You got that insurance run. We're near the bottom of the order. If they let Concepcion hit, then yeah, fine. Here's the pitch. They did let him hit. It's a walk. My goodness, get him out of there. Yeah. Eaton 2/3 so far. 6 hits, 3 homers, 2 walks, 6 Ks. Downing looks good for the victory, but with one swing of the bat, Julian Javier has already done it in the game, and he is up now. 1 for 2 with that dinger. So let's see what happens here. Will the Dodgers go to the bullpen, or are they going to allow Downing to finish this? Here's the pitch, maybe. 2-1. Shallow fly ball. Moda comes after it. Moda comes in. Out of play. Oh. So he fought it off. Foul. So we still got a ball game here. 2-2 count. Julian Javier looking in. Out at the mound. A tired Downing looks into Yeager for the sign. Here's the pitch. Ooh, Downing fires to first. trying to catch Concepcion sleeping, like I almost am now. Anyway, Concepcion with 11 steals on the season, 74% chance of stealing, 8 run rating. Yeah, but still, they're not. You shouldn't be sending them. You should be playing it real safe here. Javier, by the way, has the homer in the game, but 3 homers in 97 at bats. Kind of like a 15 to 20 homer guy. At least based on this year's kind of stats or whatever. 2-2. Here we go. Hard hit ball to the right side. Easy play made. Throw to first. And that's the ball game. The Dodgers come up with a huge victory. Al Downing toughs it out. Got a little scary there in the 6th. The Reds closed the game to make it 6-4. But Al Downing, wins another game. And the Dodgers now have equaled the win total of the Reds. This is a dogfight for the division title. And I'm at 1:26. What the heck? Wow. Holy crow. I can't be right. But if it is, it is. So, a recap of the game. In the first, the Dodgers scored a run on a hit. Willie Davis solo homer, 1-0 lead. The Reds answered in the bottom of the first. Bobby Tolan hit a solo homer, his 8th of the season, to tie the score. Third inning, Dodgers scored 2 runs and 2 hits. Davey Lopes with a double, scoring Al Downing to take the lead. I forgot he got on. Bill Buckner hit a grounder, scoring 1, and it was a 3-1 Dodgers lead. In the 4th, Dodgers scored another run on 2 hits. Joe Ferguson with a double, scoring Paciorek. In the 6th, they scored two runs on 3 hits and a walk. Tom Paciorek hit a solo homer, his 2nd of the season. Bill Russell singled, scoring Say. It was 6-1. This is so the game. It looked like they were easily going to win the game. Then the Reds made their push, sending 7 batters to the plate, scoring 3 runs on 3 hits and an error. In the 6th, Julian Javier with a solo homer, his 3rd. Johnny Bench had a 2-run homer, his 42nd. Johnny Bench extending his hit streak to 16 with his 42nd. So we had a 6-4 ball game. In the 7th, the Dodgers failed to score, 1 walk and 2 errors. That was a chance to pad the lead, but they ended up not needing to do so. Let me see here. Al Downing with the win. He's now 16-12 on the year. Jack Billingham with the loss. He's now 17-10 on the season. The MVP of the game, as picked by the game, the AI, was Al Downing. I can't really argue with that. Although he did give up 4 runs, but it was only on 6 hits. Only 2 were earned. So there you go. So Al Downing is your Al Downing, the MVP of the game. And he helps move the Dodgers even closer to stealing the division title from the Reds. So that's the end of today's broadcast. Hour and 29 minutes. That's a little long. But I struggled through it, but I'm happy to have done it. If you found it any bit entertaining, that's great. If not, I'm sorry. Still, I need to have that cheat sheet in front of me, and I will try to attempt to do that in the future. So anyway, your final score: Dodgers 6, Reds 4, and an exciting ending happening in my 1972 as played replay. And anyone that tunes in, thanks for watching and listening. And I'll say the goofy what is it? Hit the like button and subscribe. I don't do too much content, so I'm not really too concerned. But I appreciate it if you subscribe and like and whatever. And that's that. Take care, all.